Clydes, they all got the itch. We put them together in a 50-horse hitch. We made history in Navan, the Guinness book too. There is no work that Willard won't do. We built a new wagon, we shot all the horses. We hitched every day and went for a drive with a G and a ha and a keg by our side. That's how we got to hitch 50 Clydes.
Hello, my name is Willard McWilliams from Navan, Ontario, Canada. Last August I had the opportunity to drive the 50-horse hitch at the Navan Fair. Although I was one who got to drive the hitch, there were many other people involved. And I extend my sincere thanks to each and every one of them. This little video is going to tell the story of how it all began, show you some of the work that went into making it happen, and of course we'll showcase the 50-horse hitch itself, held at the Navan Fair, August the 13th, 1995. All the people that were contributing horses to the hitch were driving their Clydes at home in 4, 6, and 8-horse hitches. We met as a group on different occasions to practice larger hitches. This was one of the first practice hitches, which was held at D.B. Farms, home of Denville Brown, near Vars. It was raining steadily that day, but we hitched them up anyhow, and everything turned out pretty well.
18 horses today. We're doing 4 rows of 4 and 2 in the lead. And nice rainy day for playing a good job.
How are they doing in the rain?
Good. Going really good. We're just doing, today we're adding 4. We started with 4, we added 4, and we put the lead team up front, and it's going good. We're just practicing.
So this is still a trial and error deal. We have each. We're just getting into multiple bunches on the same line. It's the first time out without single lines. We're trying now. We have a single line on each 4, but as it goes on, we're starting to tie 4s together. But we want them to drive first, the way we have them, and then we'll try buckling 4s together. Like this time we're going out with the lead team in the first 4 buckled together. This is our first out with them. But we had them out before to let them get the feel of it, and they know now pretty what's expected. And actually the horse is still they mostly do it, you know. As long as they know what we're trying to do, they'll go right along with it. They've been out once now, and these are all broke horses, so they know what they're supposed to do now. Instead of going as a team, they're going as a 4, and they're falling right into place. This is not as hard as what we had anticipated in the first place. They're just all a good level-headed bunch. We've got a good sharp pair on the lead that keeps the slack out of everything. Just exactly what we need. And boy, have we ever got a lot of good help, eh?
Let them go.
I think we might as well go. Okay. You, Tony, up. Get up now. Scott, yes. Whoop. G, lads, keep over the right. Okay, all lads, all around. Hold, up, off it. Off it. Paula seems to be dangling there on the loose. Oh, she's okay now. Okay. Whoa. You better hang on a while yet. Take off. You want to take off the red floor? Go ahead, you guys in the lead. Mike, Garnet, get up. Oh, you know, walk. That's better. Yep, better one. Good condition. Hello. Yeah, I know, but you see, it's the man, it's not the line. All right, over. Whoop, see around. Gee. Whoop. Come on, Duke. Get up, Duke. Gee. Gee, Duke. Wayne, your horse is too far back. Keep him up there. Okay? Yeah, okay. Welcome back. How, Duke? How, Duke? No, those lines are going to have to go down the outside. That's never going to work. Yeah. The only ones on the inside are the lead team. Other than that, we're going to go on the outside. Yeah. From now on, we're going down the outside. Easy, lads. Whoop. Whoop. Easy. Gee, Tony. Get up. Easy, ha, Duke. Ha, Tony. Easy, lad. Easy, whoop. Easy. Easy, ha, Duke. Ha, Scott. Too many. Where's Hamilton? Okay, Wendell. We're going to shorten the lead team. We've got to shorten lines and tugs both. Are they okay there? They're okay there, eh? Because whatever we move, we have to move it all. Oops. Now, lads, just keep them in the center of the door and we'll be all set. Hi, Tony. Okay, Wendell, let me try and have them. Ha, lads. Mike? Hey, Mike. Back away. Let's see if they'll drive. Ha, lads. Ha. Whoa, easy now. Whoa. Come away, back. G, lads. Whoa, lads. Whoa, G. Here, G. Whoa, G, lads. G. Easy. Get up, lads. Get up, Tony. Ha, Tony. Get up, all the lads. Ha. Ha, Tony. Ha, Duke. Yeah, I'm going to turn. Whoa, G, Tony. Just stay back, lads. Let's see how much we can do with them. Ha, lads. Whoa, G around. G, Tony. Easy, lads. Whoa. Easy, stop. Back stop. Whoa. G, Tony. G, Tony. Back stop. Whoa. Easy, lads. Whoa. Easy, back. G, Tony. Get up, Tony. Duke. G, Duke. Whoa. Duke. Back. Whoa. G, Tony. Get up, lads. Get. Oh. Whoa. Let go, lads. Just a minute now. We're going to see if they went back up for it. It's raining so much that I'm having the air. Where's Matt? Matt. On the hard stand. Tell Matt to fix his horses because there's so much rain on the roof that he can't hear us. But I want to back them up. Take that first. Tell Max to speak to his horses. We want to back them up, but they can't hear me for the rain. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready, guys? Tony, Duke, up, whoa, back. Oh, whoa, give me a second. Oh, just give him a second. Okay, look out, lads. Up, Tony, up, G, Okay, sure. Okay, there's...
How's that, Willie?
Well, there's 16 that we can do whatever we want with. Then the corners, back into the arena, turn them in the corner, and they'll back up. And they'll go ahead and they'll stop. What more can we do? Get out some machinery and we'll get some work done today yet.
We hitched again the next week at my son Wyatt's place. The weather was a lot better, and word was spreading about the Navan Fair 50-horse hitch. So we were getting some spectators out to watch the practice hitching.
That's the one there, Archie, on the halter. That's the one you're looking for. No,
No, not yet, not yet. I'm trying to get this connected.
This is connected.
I'm trying to get where this line goes across. This
Oh,
one and this one, right?
yeah.
Okay, I need this other one on the outside here.
Yeah, that's it there. That's it there.
Top hole, eh?
Yeah. Whoa, that's the lead team, Archie. No, you can't have them.
What?
No, Lewis, it's the one on the other side. Can't have that line. Leave them there. No, hook. Whoa. Hook her first. Yeah, take that line there and hook it on. Whoa, Lewis. Whoa, Lewis. Now you got the wrong line going the wrong place. Take that over to Fergie.
These lines go ahead to the top front horses. Let them come. Take them as we go.
No, but whoa, Willard said that these lines on the outside, Willard, they're changing these lines here. Hey, Lewis, that's not a lead line, that's a swing line. There, give it to Fergie. Right.
They don't listen, Stan. You got to get the foul language out, eh?
It works.
Al Barrett, the harness maker from Pakenham, custom made all the lines for the 50. Almost 2,400 feet of leather was used to make the lines, and they tell me that's equivalent to 8 cowhides. It was designed for strength and safety, and many parts of it having 2 or 3 layers of leather. Each horse was fitted with harness weighing roughly 130 pounds, with a distance of 150 feet from the lead horses to the wagon. The longest line was 168 feet from the front of the lead horses back to the driver.
That's better. You think it's enough yet? Use your own judgment. Whatever you think, Mike. That's got to be some better.
That's good. That's short enough.
Okay? Just tighten them up a wee bit. Just a little. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, pretty solid there now. Don't worry about your posing. Okay. Now, put your hat down.
Now, except anybody has anything really wrong, don't say anybody say too much. Little things, let them go till we get back. Okay? Okay. Duke, Tony, up. Nobody on that one with the lead shank there. Help that young lad.
Yeah, you're doing good.
put your horse in. Pull that horse out for a wing. That's the idea. Where the hell treats it? We do. We do treats it. Doing good, Lee. Keep pulling, Lee. Pull that, Lee. Oh. Oh. Over. The next one isn't doing too bad either. Better than I thought when you swung them in, eh?
But you know, we got through all that line business last week,
Yeah.
and we had to do it all over again today.
Yeah.
Instead of going ahead from where we were. Everybody had better make notes and know damn well where those lines are, so we're not starting at square one again. We lost 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like some of those,
Okay, G, lads. Jack, G, Tony. Oh, G, Tony. G, Tony. Easy, lads. Whoa, lads. Whoa. Easy, lads. Whoa. Easy now. Easy, lads. Here. Oh. All right, brother. Doing good.
hold them back a little in the foam. No, this way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Doing good. Oh, perfect.
That's the horse I got up here, please.
Yeah?
Mark, you're turning too soon. Easy, lad. Easy.
Move.
Easy, lad. Easy, lad. Push his head in. Push his head in. Good. That's the way. Pull yours over.
Right. Pull your horse out a little.
Whoa! Oh! Whoa, lad. Well, except the figure 8, I don't see what better we can do.
No.
Figure 8 now?
We got no intention of one inside horse here, and yet it's tight in the inside. We got to take the cut back.
Well, look at it. If the lines are the same, and they're all adjusted the same, leave them there and start to drive and take into it. You see that with those two cross checks, there's lots of that. With those two cross checks, one will be slack, and it's only because the horse won't drive up in place. You know, we can't get away from it with those two cross checks. With one you can, but when there's two, you have to wait till the horse finally gets up there.
We couldn't just take back one line.
No. Leave them there because we tried that. And,
Let's go one more round with these, then put the other one.
No.
Get everything tightened up tighter.
Everything was good that day.
Everything was good, but what about the guys? They're getting a little sour and a little tired? Archie, I'm game, Archie.
Everything was good. Perfect. You couldn't just change nothing.
We put 8 in? I'd say. Get it over with.
Sure.
Another really important part of the hitch were the Outriders. Randy Kidder from Low, Quebec brought along 8 Outriders to ride in front and beside the hitch, just to help make sure that everything went as planned.
Bad place? No, not yet. When they step up, they'll go up another 4 feet. Oh yeah, we won't go till they...
As you can see, not every horse is suitable for the big hitch. This mare isn't the only one that we had to cull out. There were some others too that wouldn't either walk up or were too fussy around the head or for other reasons. All in all though, at this point we had a pretty good bunch of horses.
Tied in on the lead.
We got on to hitching 30 that afternoon and things went real good.
Doing fine. Not pulling that good, but that's how it is. Around. How we take it? What do you do?
The horses were learning every step of the way, and so were we. We sorted out where each horse worked best, like on the inside or outside of the fords, and on the left or the right-hand side, and the spacing between the fords, how to run the lines, and so on.
All right, well, just wait. I'll hold this for you. Just take your time.
Easy, lad.
Perfect.
This hitch was designed to drive, and every horse had a line. We found that it worked best to collect the lines into groups. That way I only had to deal with 5 sets of lines instead of 50. We got faster at harnessing as everybody got more familiar with what needed to be done. By Sunday of the Navan Fair, we hitched 50 horses in less time than it took us to hitch 18 the first practice. It took 2 hours flat.
Stop them now, Turner. All lads, high for the fence, lads. Keep over to the fence. Up to the fence, me too.
Now that the horses and harness seemed to be coming together, there was one more big project to get completed, the wagon.
Now lift her skirt up here and let you get a look at her. Let you get a look at her legs. Come in here and see some of the finer points.
Just cast a line on all this.
Gee, she's really good at it. Yeah.
So what am I looking at there?
You're looking at wagon works. Look at the springs on the back there. Just
See there's a dish in the wheel, and to make those spokes hit the wheels, the ground straight, you've got to crown up your axle in the center to make your spokes hit the ground level or straight up and down to carry the weight. That way you can put any amount of weight on the spoke and it won't break. But if it wasn't for that crown on the axle, the wheels would be offset, and finally they just give out.
This was originally some kind of heavy freight wagon built around 1850. We stripped it down to the castings and used all new ash lumber. By the time we were done, it was 18 feet long and 12 feet high. We designed the whole thing to, the whole box to make the seats not look as if they were add-ons. We wanted to put 2 seats on it for enough people, and we had to build the box that high and that deep and the wagon that long to make the seats look all to be one part of it to be in proportion with the other. And I think it turned out fairly well. Even this footrest up here, footstand, it was all trial and error. We put it on 2 or 3 times before we got the measurements where we wanted it. The whole thing right through the whole wagon, even at the tail end here, the bumper. We couldn't have it too long or too close. We couldn't have our space too much in the center. It was we had to put it together, pile it up there, and then take it down and build it, because it didn't look right. We were only going to go this high with the sides, and the hind wheel was too large. If we'd have gone just on this high with the side, it just didn't look right. So we had to go another board. And then we designed all this stuff to, it didn't look right with a long straight rod, so we put a bend in it at the height of the wheel. And I think it was just all to kind of go with the design of what we were building. It's its own wagon. It's not the same as any other show wagon. I guess it isn't a show wagon, it's a parade wagon.
So how much do you figure it weighs?
It's really heavy, I don't know. But we're going to take it down to the quarry and have it weighed. I don't know what that stupid thing weighs. But it's really heavy.
How long have you been building it?
Since February.
February.
And this is August. We've been at her all winter, all summer.
So where did you get it in the first place?
My brother James got it down in Topeka, Indiana, at a horse sale. Yeah. And I guess when he got it home, he was going to build a hitch wagon, but it's too big for a hitch wagon. See, this tire here is 4.5 inches wide, and it's a good ½ inch this way, and that stuff is all new. This wagon hasn't done the thing yet. It's all brand new. And the weight of that steel, there's no wear on it. It must have, whatever it was used for had to be for some big purpose. I think at one time, that this here hub was a hind wheel for some sort of a gear-driven dump box or something, because there's a spline on it here. There's a spline on it right here for I think it had to be for some sort of a gear mechanism. That probably was a hind wheel at one time. But the hubs are all the same, but that one has a spline on it. I think it had to be to drive something.
Just that one hub has it, or the other front hub too?
No, just the one. And perhaps it was for a means of dumping a box, or I don't know what they could have used it for back 150 years or more ago. But that's the only reason I could see that spline would be on that hub, was to drive something. Whether it was maybe just a dump on the wagon. Who knows what it was, but that was there for some reason. I think it's got to be a parade wagon for far more than 6 horses. 6 horses aren't enough on a wagon like that. So it either has to go to a museum or go to some more 50th anniversary.
Yeah, they dropped him off this morning.
Maybe
He's gone back up there.
I can't think of any use for it. Only to look at.
Haven't probably.
Make a good grain wagon if you draw it with a big tractor. But then how would you dump it?
Did you say there was a piece on the other side?
It's just something for this is its only use. We had to want to do this pretty badly, eh? To build a wagon like this for the one hour parade. Another